Today we're in Tryon, North Carolina, talking to Dale Weiler, renowned sculptor and the owner of this English manor, the Windover Estate. Hey everyone, welcome to episode 3 of the Greenville $1 Million Listing Show. Today we are up at the beautiful Windover Estate in Tryon, North Carolina. Those of you who know me know that this is one of my favorite places in the Carolinas. Tryon is a charming little small town about 45 minutes from Greenville, known for its rich equestrian history and excellent quality of life. And today I am here joined by the owner of the property, Mr. Dale Weiler. Dale, how are you?
Good.
Good. Thanks for inviting us up.
Well, welcome. I'm glad you're here.
Yeah. Dale is a renowned and very talented sculptor, and we're just outside of his studio admiring his latest work here. Can you tell us a little bit about the eagle?
Well, this piece is a life-size tawny eagle. I saw this bird for the first time when I was over in Tanzania about 3 years ago. I had been sitting on this stone for over 10 years not knowing what was inside it.
It's amazing.
And waited until I found out what was hiding within the stone. And when I was over in Tanzania, I saw this eagle, and the coloration in the bird was the exact same coloration in the stone. And the size of the stone fit the bird perfectly. So when I got home, I said, it's time to extricate the bird. And this is about a 6-month project. And
wow.
I'm just doing the final touches on it right now.
It's absolutely exquisite.
Thank you.
Tell us a little bit about why you chose Windover as your home.
Well, my wife, who passed away a few years ago, we were living up in Fairview outside Asheville, and it just got too crowded up there, too much development, and we wanted to get away. And we decided to come down to Tryon just to see what it looked like. And we saw this house, the second house that we had visited. And as soon as my eyes set on this place, I knew it was the right one. It was just a magical place. The approach up to the house was pretty amazing with that wonderful drive. And one of the best parts about this house, in addition to the home itself, is this building. When I saw this building, I said it's going to make the perfect studio for me. And as it worked out, it was not only a great studio space, it was just a 3-car garage when we moved here. We turned one part, a third of it, into a guest quarters for a carriage house.
Beautifully done.
Studio. Yeah, and it keeps the visitors out of the main house, which we like.
Yeah,
And
that way they don't ever extend their welcome there. You
It's
can
exactly-
send them across the driveway.
Exactly right. And so I took over 2/3 of the garage and then built another building off the back for storage for my stone. But the house is just a magical place. It was built in the 1930s, and the architectural elements of the house are just amazing. The clay tile roof and the copper gutters and downspouts, the stone and stucco construction. It just had a wonderful grounded feeling to it, and probably one of the most private parcels I've ever lived on. I've lived on some large parcels, but this just sits on this knoll just overlooking the world, and just feels great.
It has to be a pretty inspiring place to work.
It's amazing, and having your studio within walking distance of the house is awfully nice. But it is, and this whole area, you had mentioned about the rich equestrian heritage of this area. The art history here is extraordinary as well. There was a very strong art community in here at the turn of the century, and there's just a lot of art in this area, and a lot more artists who are coming here. There's just some special vibes,
Yeah,
that pull people in.
and it's very cosmopolitan. It's a mixture of all different types and from different walks of life and different talents, skill sets, which really makes this place really, really special. And we're out here enjoying the beautiful weather, beautiful spring weather, back on the back terrace of Windover. And can you tell us a little bit? I'm sure you spend a lot of time out here. What's your favorite place to hang out in the house when you're not working in the studio?
Well, a couple places. This being one of the places. Certainly when the weather is a little bit inclement, having a roof over your head and having a fireplace makes it very comfortable to be out here. And being right off of the kitchen, it's a nice place to dine. But probably my favorite place is the hot tub, which is on the other side of the sunroom. And at the end of every single day, when I get out of my studio, I rest my weary bones in that hot tub and look out over the mountains and down on the Packlet River right below the property. And all the aches and pains just drift away.
I can imagine. I bet that's a pretty relaxing spot to
It's
hang
great.
out in.
It's kept me out of the chiropractor's office, so this is good.
Healthy living.
Yes, it is.
Good. Well, thanks, Dale. Thanks for being on the show with us today. And thank you for watching episode 3 of the Greenville $1 Million Listing Show, coming to you this week from Tryon, North Carolina. If you like what you see, please be sure to follow us on Instagram and Twitter, like us on Facebook, and be sure to tune in next week.